Well, here you have the Supreme Court of the United States of America. And soon they're going to be asked to put this gun question to rest. It can't go on the way that things are with these politicians still breaking their oath of office and doing whatever they want. For the last 89 years, we've been hoodwinked by the government, saying that they had the power to write firearm laws, which is wrong. Completely wrong. It's not in the enumerated power, so they do not have that power. I want to show you something. That they are constitutionally barred, people. So we'll do this again, since you guys can't read the Constitution yourself or anything about it, yet you run your mouth. Something else that pisses me off too. You pay money to the National Rifle Association over the years, to other gun organizations over the years, to protect your rights, to put everything to rest, and they haven't done it. There's a reason. Gun control is a big cash cow to these organizations. And they don't want to lose their cash cow. Believe me, they don't. Now, this people, excuse me, is a preamble to the Bill of Rights. It's in every pocket constitution that I can think of. And they held this thing on March 1st, 1789. 1789 is when they put this in. They would not ratify the Constitution until there was more safeguards. There wasn't enough safeguards in there to prevent the government from overreaching, overstepping. Let me read this. The conventions of a number of the states, having at the time of adopting the Constitution, expressed a desire, in order to prevent misconstruction or abuse of its power, that further declaratory means, they're going to fix this, that further declaratory and restrictive clauses should be added, thus extending the ground of public confidence in the government. So, I get a kick out of these people that say, well, the Second Amendment is not absolute. Well, I beg to forgive, forgive you from your ignorance. You go back and look at what Blackstone had to say about the right to arms being the absolute right of individuals in common law, where rights he saw as preserving England and as this free government, so on. Anyway, he describes the right to bear arms as being for self-preservation and defense. And self-defense as being the primary law of nature, which cannot, which cannot be taken away by law of society. The natural right of resistance and self-preservation when the sanctions of society and laws are found insufficient to restrain the violence of oppression. Blackstone said that. Every question on the construction of the amendments, let's carry us back to the time when the Constitution was adopted. Recollect the spirit that manifested in the debates, and instead of trying what meaning can be squeezed out of the text or invented against it, conform to the probable one which was passed. Hang on, people. I'm looking for something. Yeah, your Constitution is a charter of basic human rights, and the federal government could not infringe upon it under any circumstance. They are constitutionally barred, people. Get that in your head. You cannot regulate a right away, even in the name of public safety. You cannot change a right into a privilege. Liberty is the right of all human beings, and their government is established to protect those rights, not regulate them. Second Amendment to the United States Constitution, ratified and preserved for every citizen, the right to keep and bear arms, and moreover, that neither Congress or any other instrument of the federal government can infringe upon them rights. They are barred. They are constitutionally barred. And the Constitution, people, is a legal contract. Like I was saying about being absolute. Well, there are going to be those times when you don't want a maniac trying to pilot a plane full of people. It's called common sense. And the same with firearms. If somebody is really out there, a wacko, you get them some help. or you make them a Democrat, let them run for Congress. One or the other. Like I said, I could never understand why our gun rights people didn't attack these people who write firearm laws with the truth. Right here, this is the highest law in the land. The highest. And they chose to ignore it so they can make money. And that burns my behind. I'll read this again. The conventions of a number of the states, having at the time of adopting the Constitution, expressed a desire in order to prevent any kind of misconstruction or abuse of its powers, that further dictatory, which means they're going to fix this, and restrictive clauses should be added. And that way it extends the ground of public confidence in the government. That's why you have your Second Amendment. They can't touch it. It's out of bounds. It's a line that they are not allowed to cross. Yet, for the last 89 years, they've done so, and nobody's had the power or the ability or the money to stand up to them. Now it's time to put the government in its place. They have no power. There's nothing in the Constitution that gave them power. It's not in the enumerated powers that was granted to Congress. No. They took this upon themselves. They twisted the meaning of things to make things go the way that they wanted. And now we're at that point where, hey, we're going to put things back the way it should be. I'll put a link to the preamble to the Bill of Rights. I do not understand why you're worried about losing your firearm rights and stuff. Yet, where's your pocket constitution? Where's any kind of a constitution that you carry? You don't. Bring yourself up to speed. Read it. It's not hard to understand. It's not. Don't think that the government knows what the hell they're doing, because they don't. They've showed you over the years. They have no idea what they're doing. They're just making laws as they go. I thank you guys. Maybe this will be the year that we put this to bed. Because what I've told you is the truth. And they're not allowed to pass firearm laws. It's not in their power to do that. Okay, thanks for watching.